Hi there. Today we're doing a review of the SH Pro 3-channel Hawk Micro RC helicopter. And the reason that I've decided to post this review on YouTube is because when I was shopping for a helicopter such as this one, I couldn't find any video related information on YouTube, but it was pretty much just a bunch of specifications from websites such as X-Heli, which is one of the better websites out there to go to if you're looking to shop around for a micro RC helicopter. I love RC helicopters in general, but I'm at college right now and it's winter, and having a smaller helicopter to fly in the dorm room was something really fun. And I'm posting this review hoping that it'll help a few people kind of find a decent, fun RC helicopter to fly inside without having to go through all the headache and hassle that I did trying to wonder if it was a good one and if my money was going to be worth the time spent buying it. So I hope you enjoy this review. Overall, this helicopter I think was a very good purchase. It's very well built and flies very stable, and it's really easy to learn. I even had my girlfriend flying it within a matter of 20 minutes after I bought it. But it still performs very, very well with a lot of power behind it. I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail as far as the nuts and bolts, but it's very, very solid, very well built. And as you can see now, the remote is really well put together, and it gives you all axes on the right control stick to move the helicopter where you want to. With all of this in mind, now I think it's time to see it in action. I'll go a little more in depth in my video segment. Okay, so for the video segment, I'm just going to show you a few structural and key things that you should probably know about the helicopter to encourage you to buy it, because to be completely honest, I think it's a very, very good micro RC helicopter, as you've heard me say multiple times. So anyways, I'd like to examine the helicopter a little more closely so you can see what exactly you'll be getting. It's the nice thing about this helicopter, and I haven't mentioned it thus far, which I guess I should, is it's only around $40. And for $40, you really get quite a neat little piece of technology here. The metal parts are very well put together, and the whole helicopter just feels really solid in general. The blades, they swing and they sway on their axes to prevent breaking when it crashes, but overall, the chopper itself is built very, very strong. The skidders are really strong for good landings. The tailpiece is metal, so it's very, very strong in tip overs, and this piece actually prevents the rear of the helicopter from falling over. So yeah, then you have the gyro bar, which is really nice, and overall great helicopter. So the next part, as most of you are probably wondering, which is frustrating because usually on these websites for some of the helicopters they don't show the controller, which if you fly RC airplanes or helicopters or cars or anything for that matter, it's very important what is in your hands. So with that in mind, here it is. This is what it looks like. Now, the helicopter in general looks a lot more expensive than it is. The remote, I can't say the same thing for. It looks a little cheap, but in general it works very well and has some very appealing things about it. So first off is the control stick, which has all of the axes there for your right, left, forward, and backwards, which is very handy, and it has a pretty smooth axis to it, or a nice smooth feel. The throttle is pretty straightforward, up and down, and it's neat because when you turn it on, first you have to kind of set the trim up and then push it. Then you'll see when you throttle up, these LED lights actually increase with the throttle, which doesn't really serve any practical purpose, but it looks really, really neat and kind of makes it a little bit more fun. So in case this isn't obvious, because I don't want to assume things, but the helicopter is controlled by infrared lights, as you can see there. They come out of the remote, and the infrared sensor on the helicopter itself is actually right there on the bottom next to the on and off switch. And I'm sorry the focus isn't this great on that great on this camera. Can't talk, but that's the infrared sensor right there. The helicopter comes with a few different charging components, which I thought was really nice of them to do. There's a charging cable in the remote right over here. If I can just get this out. Right there, you can charge it from this yellow cable, and the charger cable plugs into this component on the bottom here. Or another really neat feature was they shipped it with a USB charging cable to plug into your computer, which makes it nice because the remote takes 6 AA batteries, and if you've ever owned one of these before, you know it takes about probably 20 minutes to get a full charge, which isn't terrible, and once you do that so many times, the remote will really lose its power. So what I do is I charge it on my laptop here while my laptop's hidden away. But anyways, it saves the remote a lot of battery power and just kind of allows me to not have the whole thing plugged into the remote the whole time in some big cumbersome apparatus. So And with all that said, and hoping I didn't miss anything, let's go on to the next segment where we actually see this thing fly. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Thanks.